に歩んでいけばきっと結果はついてくる。
悪は徹底的に根絶やしにします。ドクター、私を頼るのは良い選択とは言えないよ。
Hey guys, today I'll be talking about Crisis Contract, CC for short, and Mostima, which are coming soon to end. Crisis Contract is an event mode where you can choose risks on a map to either debuff yourself or buff the enemies, and each risk carries different risk levels. For example, buffing all enemies' defense by 50% only adds 1 risk, but increasing enemy units' HP by 150% gives you 3 risk. The least amount of risks you need to get to redeem all the rewards is 18 for the permanent map and 8 for the daily rotation map. I will link the detailed Google Sheet from 25th night in the description /. CC also comes with a free siege skin for 3000 event credits, so be sure to check it out. The detailed event material exchange rates can be found on Mooncell, also linked below. As for preparing for CC, you have to know what you're building. Since a team tailored for Risk 18 is very different from a team for Risk 22 or Risk 25. You can't downgrade a team from Risk 22 to Risk 18 as well, so I will give you some examples for Risk 18 on the first CC. For example, a very common team to take in CC1 is a full ground team. You will need a Mastery Skill 2 Lapland and Mastery 1 Skill 2 Scepter, along with Skill Level 7 Chen and Saria. Another strategy that's very popular is the Angelina or Magellan push slow strategy with Feeder or Shock. You will need skill level 7 for Magellan and mastery 3 for Feeder. If by any chance you can't pass CC1 in the first week, you can always wait until the second week to pass since the tags get easier. Mostima is the operator that was released along with CC. She's an AoE mage that has a 3x3 tile range, and she's basically the Tilipsis of casters, increasing their SP regen by 0.4 SP per second. She also has a secondary talent for reducing enemy movement speed in her range, but unlike Ifrit's magic resist reduction with her talent, most of the time when enemies step into Mostima's range they're about to get blocked anyway, so her talent is kinda useless in that regard. Her talent is useful if you are bringing a full ranged team into CC with the ground ban. If you bring both Tilipsis and Mostima into a team, the casters will take Mostima's SP regen and the other operators will take Tilipsis's SP regen. Mostima's main skills are her skill 2 and skill 3, so let's take a look. Her skill 2 is the longest duration of hard consistent CC at the moment of her introduction, 7 seconds of stun. This is the bread and butter of her kit and the skill that you would bring into stages most often just because the cooldown is shorter between skill 2 and skill 3, but outside of the stun from her skill, her damage is kind of so-so, and the duration is quite short for the cooldown of 65 seconds. Her skill 3 is a large AoE pushback with small force, and has pretty good damage except for the fact that it has an SP cost of 110, and has a duration of only 24 seconds. Even with her talent it's around a 78-second cooldown. As a comparison, Seob's skill 3 is 80 SP cost and 60-second duration, which is why Mostima's S3, while being a good source of damage, is not widely used in stages. This is also why Mostima is not very highly looked on in the CN community. But if you really like playing around with ranged compositions and mage teams, you can go ahead and pull for her.